Hey guys, sorry I'm not there with you today. I miss you lots. But I've gone ahead and I think I've made today's lesson and the subplans very simple for you. Below this video, there is a Google Slides presentation that you're going to need to open up in another tab. Once I say to pause the video, do that and make sure that you have your book from the shelf open to page 100. So the two things that you need to do first, book from the shelf, open to page 100. The second thing, open the Google Slides presentation that's on the post with this video. Now pause the video. All right, you're back. That means that you have your book open to page 100 and you have the Google Slides presentation open in another tab. The first thing that you're going to need to do before you read through this section is you're going to need to define three terms. They are embalm, hierarchy, and sarcophagus. I have listed these three terms on the Google Slides presentation with their definition. The only term that you're going to need to write in is hierarchy, and it should go on the last blank vocab space on the embalm vocab foldable. So again, you are writing and defining three vocab terms: embalm, hierarchy, and sarcophagus. You are filling in with the last blank vocab space the hierarchy term. Go do that now and pause the video. Okay, you're back. That means that you should have defined sarcophagus, embalm, and hierarchy on those vocab foldables that you have in your interactive notebook. Now you are ready to read through this section. As you read through this section today, it's going to talk about the social class system and the hierarchy in ancient Egypt. It's also going to talk about family life, meaning the role of men in ancient Egypt, the role of women in ancient Egypt, and the role of children in ancient Egypt. After you are done reading through this section, you are going to need to take notes on the social class triangle foldable in your interactive notebook. And you are going to take notes on the men, women, and children foldable in your interactive notebook. So go ahead and read through this section and pause the video. All right, if you're watching this means that you're done reading through this section. What you need to do now is you need to go to that Google Slides PowerPoint that's attached to the video. The next slide is going to show you the hierarchy and what should be filled in for each different spot in the hierarchy foldable. You are going to need to divide the top triangle into two, just like I've done in the photo. Fill in those notes for who's at the top all the way to who is at the bottom of the hierarchy. Then, go ahead and move on to the men, women, and children. The men, women, and children notes are on two different slides today, okay? Men and women are on one, and the children are on the second. So go ahead, pause the video, and go take those notes on the hierarchy triangle foldable in your interactive notebook and the men, women, and children foldable in your interactive notebook. All right, if you're back, that means that you have just taken notes using the Google Slides PowerPoint that I have attached on the social class system and the roles of men, women, and children in ancient Egypt. If you've finished all of that, this is when you will do the articles that the substitute teacher gave you. The last slide of this Google Slides presentation tells you the questions that you don't need to answer, and it tells you the questions that you're going to need to Google the information for. You need to make sure that as you read these articles and you answer the questions, if the answer can be found in those paragraphs, it must be highlighted or underlined in the article paragraph. Pause the video. All right, if you've done everything that this video and the Google Slides PowerPoint has asked you to do, then that means that you have the remainder of class to utilize your time to get organized, to study for another class, work on homework, and I will see you bright and early in the morning, and go Pats! I almost forgot. Love you, mean it. Have a good rest of your day.